To the day three, we're just going to look at the tactics employed in the game at Stamford Bridge, which Chelsea won so comfortably. And this three at the back, Phil, appears to be working well for them.
It does. I mean, up until three games ago, before they went to Hull, it was 4-3-3. But I think since they've gone to the back, you've seen the back three of Cahill, Louise. Louise has been fantastic since he's come back from Paris Saint-Germain, and Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta and Moses have got a fantastic combination on this right-hand side, because what happens is, when Moses goes forward, Azpilicueta comes in behind. He's comfortable defending in wide areas. So too is Cahill. And I think with the Matic and Conte sat in front, I think what that's given is given Chelsea the base for these three players to play where they want. Pedro,
so it gives free license to a certain extent to Hazard and Pedro, or if it's Willian instead of Pedro, then they don't have to worry about going back.
No, I think when you look at Hazard in the past, he's always struggled when he's had to defend, but now I think you see him sometimes in the number 10 position, sometimes over on the right-hand side, but more often than not playing free and not having the defensive responsibility, because Matic, Conte and the back three, there's a brilliant foundation there.
Just a question on Azpilicueta. You highlighted that he can come out to cover Victor Moses. I mean, you were a full-back as well, and you played in the middle of midfield, but does it help him that he was a full-back playing in a back three?
I think the key for this system to work is these positions here, Cahill and Azpilicueta, because when the wing-backs go forward, when Moses and Alonso go forward, there are big areas here and here, and you have to be comfortable going out here. Terry Venables played it in Euro 96, and he played my brother Gary on the right-hand side and Stuart Pearce, full-backs who were comfortable going into wide areas, and I think that's why this system is working, and there is a good combination on this right-hand side, because Azpilicueta has got the flexibility to do both, play outside and play inside as well.
Jose Mourinho spoke in his post-match interview about, you know, if something goes wrong tactically, then you can blame the manager. But for him, a lot of what went wrong at Stamford Bridge were individual errors, and that cost them, which is fine. And there were individual errors. And yet, it still doesn't appear to be clicking as a formation, particularly going forward.
People keep saying, what is the system that Man United playing? I think after the game against Liverpool on Monday, I thought, right, this is it. This is the system that we think Jose is going to play. He played two holding midfield players, Fellaini and Herrera, and then he played Pogba free in and around Zlatan Ibrahimovic. It worked. I thought they were fantastic on Monday, defensively really solid. Today, he pushed Marouane Fellaini further up, he played Pogba a little bit to the left, and he changed the system. And I think what that meant is that Rashford and Lingard ended up playing almost as full-backs, and United couldn't get out their own half. They were undone by four poor mistakes, not just by one player. Chris Smalling's got a lot of criticism, but by two or three more players as well. And I just think at the moment, I'm yet to see, apart from the Liverpool game, a system that I think this is going to work for Jose Mourinho.
If Carrick sat where Herrera was, and Herrera went there, and then you had Carrick, Herrera and Pogba as your midfield, would that give it, I don't know, some kind of greater momentum?
I think it would give it greater balance. I see the midfield at the moment, and they've all got qualities, but I don't see someone that's got the experience to control the play, control Pogba, control Herrera, and I think Carrick now, I saw him against Northampton in the EPL Cup, outstanding, against Fenerbahce in the Europa League, outstanding, and I just wonder whether Jose has got to put him back in the team, just to give the team that little bit of calmness, because that's what Michael Carrick will bring.